مرحبا بكم في قناة أطلانتس، قناة العملات القديمة والنادرة. لا تنسوا بالضغط على زر الإعجاب وتفعيل جرس الاشتراك حتى يصلكم كل جديد على قناتنا.
Told you about a couple of years ago, the two-year custody battle involving this rare coin is over. It's a 1974 aluminum penny.
Yeah, and a father had passed it to his son, who found out it was worth a mint, and now that's exactly where it's headed. And
there you go.
It definitely doesn't look like your average penny. In fact, it's worth quite a few of them.
It was $250,000, but there were estimates as high as $2 and $3 million.
Handing it over for nothing.
The government did not give us a penny, no.
When Randy moved to San Diego in 2013, he brought it to Michael at the La Jolla coin shop, who later discovered it was worth a fortune.
I was in shock and very excited.
That is, until the government came calling from his late father, who had worked at the Denver Mint for 20 years.
The only aluminum penny ever made at the Denver Mint.
A lengthy custody battle for the prized piece revealed the mint behind it priceless.
This coin that had been rumored to exist for decades.
$1974 penny value. How much is it worth today in 2024? The 1974 penny value is a controversial topic in the world of numismatics. There are two major variants of this coin, including the 1974 copper penny and the 1974 silver penny. In this video, we'll dive deep into each variant of the 1974 penny, so you can estimate the value of each variant as accurately as possible. Let's get started. 1974 no mint mark penny value, Philadelphia. The 1974 no mint mark penny is the most basic and abundantly available variant of the 1974 penny. Approximately 4,232,140,523 units of these pennies were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. The 1974 no mint mark penny has a diameter of 19 mm and a thickness of about 1.55 mm. The traditional copper variant of this coin comprises 95% copper and the remaining 5% is a blend of zinc and tin. Overall, it weighs 3.11 grams. Since these were for common circulation and commercial trade, there's a high chance you can find one or two 1974 penny in your home too. An uncirculated or good condition 1974 penny may be valued at $30–50. While a high-graded MS-68 1974, Philadelphia, penny was sold for $15,000 on eBay. 1974 no mint mark aluminum penny value, Philadelphia. 1974 no mint mark aluminum penny is a rarity. And it has quite an interesting history attached to it. Back in 1973, the United States Mint suggested a new variant of the traditional 1 cent to combat the rising costs of coin production. Overall, this new suggested variant had the same design and outlook as the traditional copper penny. But it was made up of a different material, i.e., aluminum. Or to be precise, it comprised 95% aluminum and 5% trace metals. About 1.5 million units of these coins were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and a few of the initial units were distributed amongst the U.S. congressmen to win support. But the suggestion for the aluminum coin was rejected. And hence, the Mint destroyed the produced coins. But according to Mary Brooks, director of the U.S. Mint at the time, 14 samples of the 1974 aluminum penny were never returned from government officials. Even the FBI was assigned the task to recover these 14 lost samples of the 1974 silver penny, but they were never found. In 2001, however, the news of such a coin stormed the media. By 2005, this coin got verified and recognized as the Tavan specimen. It's known as Tavan specimen because it was reported by Albert Tavan, a U.S. officer capital. Tavan reports that he found the penny when a government official dropped it in a hearing about 1974 aluminum cents. Although Tavan tried returning this cent to the official, thinking it was a dime, the government official told him to keep it. With that said, this coin is currently graded PCGS MS62 and valued at $1,620,000. There's another specimen of this coin at the National Numismatic Collection at the Smithsonian Institution. It was donated by a government official. The government is still looking for the missing units. 1974 D mint mark penny value. 1974 D mint mark penny is structurally and visually the same as the 1974 no mint mark penny, except that there's a small d imprinted below the year on the obverse side of the coin. These were produced at the Denver Mint, and about 4,235,098,000 of the coins were released in circulation. Hence, these are common too, and their face value is 1 cent. The actual value of these coins ranges from 5 cents to a few dollars. Here's an overview of the current 1974 D mint mark brown penny values. The valuation of 1974 D red brown as well as 1974 D red pennies are more or less the same as 1974 no mint mark pennies. But the cost of MS68 plus red penny is about $13,000. So, if you have a good condition coin, you might be able to sell it for a better price. 1974 D mint mark aluminum penny value. Here comes another rarity. Similar to the 1974 no mint mark aluminum penny, there are only 1 or 2 known units of the 1974 D mint mark aluminum penny. These pennies share the same interesting history. However, unlike the no mint mark variant, these pennies were not produced in large quantities. Back when the aluminum variant of the Lincoln penny was in consideration, roughly 10 to 20 units were produced at the Denver Mint. They were supposed to serve as samples to Congress and were supposed to be recollected and destroyed when the suggestion was dismissed. But they suffered a similar fate as that of the Philadelphia aluminum pennies. Some of the distributed pennies never returned. In 2014, Randall Lawrence showed up with this rare 1974 penny and put it up for auction. He had inherited this coin from his father, Harry Lawrence, who was an official at the Denver Mint. Since his father had legally acquired this coin and defied no law as he transferred it to his son, it didn't make sense for the government to interfere. But soon, the U.S. Mint claimed the coin as stolen property and a legal suit prevailed between the U.S. Mint and Randall Lawrence. The outcome of this legal fight was in the favor of the U.S. Mint. Randall Lawrence didn't get to earn much from his valuable 1974 D aluminum penny and surrendered it to the Mint in 2016. Currently, it is known as the Lawrence specimen and has a valuation of $2,500,000. Plus, it's graded MS63. 1974 S mint mark penny value. In 1974, pennies were struck by the San Francisco Mint as well as Philadelphia and Denver. These coins will have a small letter S under the date on the obverse of the coin. However, there were far fewer pennies minted in San Francisco, only just under 412 million, than in the other two locations. Despite fewer 1974 S wheat pennies being released into circulation, they are still not considered rare. Their values are very similar to those of deminted pennies from 1974 at lower MS grades. However, the RD67 plus S penny from 1974 is only valued at $2,700. 1974 penny value FAQs. Is it illegal to own a 1974 aluminum penny? Considering former legal suits concerning the legality of owning a 1974 aluminum penny, it is safe to say there's no lawful punishment prescribed for anyone who owns a 1974 aluminum penny. The last case let go of the 1974 aluminum penny owner because no evidence of criminal intent was found. Even so, it's a good idea to submit a 1974 aluminum penny to the government since it's government property. Is a 1974 penny worth $3 million? Yes. A rare 1974 aluminum penny can be worth $3 million. Currently, the 1974 D mint mark aluminum penny is valued at $2,500,000. What makes a 1974 D rare? Its material. Typically, there are two varieties of 1974 D mint mark coin. One of them is made up of copper and it's common. The other one is made up of aluminum and it's super rare. It's worth noting that only one unit of rare 1974 D aluminum has been recovered.
about a couple of years ago, the 2-year custody battle involving this rare coin is over. It's a 1974 aluminum penny.
Yeah, and a father had passed it to his son who found out it was worth a mint. And now that's exactly where it's headed, and the son's losing more than a penny.
There you go.
It definitely doesn't look like your average penny.
The rarest coin that we've ever dealt with here at
In fact, it's worth quite a few of them.
auction estimate was $250,000, but there were estimates as high as $2 and $3 million.
And now Randy Lawrence and Michael McConnell are handing it over for nothing.
The government did not give us a penny, no. We're going to give them a penny.
When Randy moved to San Diego in 2013, he brought it to Michael at the La Jolla coin shop, who later discovered it was worth a fortune.
I was in shock and very excited, of course. We thought we could do a lot of good with the money.
That is, until the government came calling.
They reached out via a letter asking for the coin back.
Randy got the penny decades ago from his late father, who had worked at the Denver Mint for 20
Penny
years.
weighs about a third of a standard penny, and as far as they know, this is the only aluminum penny ever made at the Denver Mint.
A lengthy custody battle for the prized piece revealed the Mint never actually authorized the coin to be made.
One of the pleasures of being involved with PCGS is the discovery coins. New things that turn up in our hobby, in our market. And this coin for 40 years was rumored.
It's a U.S. coin that nobody knew existed till literally a few months ago when it surfaced in the estate of an ex-Denver Mint employee.
I inherited the coin 33 years ago from my father, who had been the deputy director of the Denver Mint for about 20 years. And at his passing in 1980, I inherited this collection along with, or these coins along with proof sets, carried them with me all of these years, keeping them in my desk at my home. When we recently moved to La Jolla, I was out introducing myself to local business owners as a realtor now working with Berkshire Hathaway. And I came into the La Jolla coin shop. I met Jeff there, the manager, very nice. Got to chatting with him, ended up meeting Michael, the owner. Decided to bring in my coin collection.
I think my ranges would be about the same that I'm hearing from some of the other specialists, and that's anywhere from 200,000 to maybe 350,000. It really depends. You need two people to want to put that coin in their collection, and I think this is a trophy coin that will be purchased by somebody who wants something that is not only rare and unique, but previously unknown. That's the part that I find the most exciting.
Heritage is going to be auctioning this coin in conjunction with the Central States Numismatics Society's Expo in Schaumburg, Illinois in April.